Welcome to this episode of What's Happening Waupaca. I am Joni. Today we are talking with Josh Warner here, the IT communications specialist for the city of Waupaca. Did I get that right, Josh?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. He runs the radio station. He also produces the What's Happening in Waupaca. So I know you as this area of
Usually on the other side of the camera.
Usually. You like being on that side a whole lot more than being on this side.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't be any good at being on the other side.
That's why we have you here.
Probably. Today we are talking about Pac-Shara pursuit, which sounds a lot like a race. So I have to go train.
A race for points.
A race for points.
You can phrase it that way.
So what is Pac-Shara pursuit?
Well, Pac-Shara pursuit is a trivia contest that we do on several radio stations in February. We've got actually 4 radio stations that broadcast in, and basically what it is we read a question. There's usually 2 song lengths to call in with your answer, and we tally up points, and we've got prizes for the top teams. We throw in some random team challenges during the contest to win some other prizes. It's just, there's a couple of low-power FM radio stations in the area. The city of Waupaca operates one of those, Waupaca Radio FM 96.3. And behind the scenes, we kind of help each other out. We all do typically throughout the year, do our own separate things on the air. We kind of have our own philosophies, but we're here to lend a hand to each other, whether it's helping out, something with a technical issue, or hey, can you help us out with this? So we all work together, and we thought it would be neat in the middle of winter, just kind of a community activity that we put on. And when you get in the middle of winter, who wants to leave your house? Who wants to go outside? Some people do. Some people like the outdoor weather. I don't mind getting outside in the winter, but sometimes it's just nice to stay home.
Right.
So all you have to do is you have to register ahead of time, even the day before, to let us know, so we've got your information and get you a team ID number and everything. But you sit at home or a friend's house or whatever, have the radio on, and just get some friends, family together, have some snacks, and try to get the answers to the questions. Call in and we get points.
This has to be a team.
It could, we've got, I think in the past we've had some teams that are just one person playing it. We've had, some teams that, I don't know how many people are on the teams for sure, but I think there's some where there might be 5 or 6 people on them.
So is this all about trivia?
It's all trivia.
So if I'm good at trivia, this is something I need to do.
If you're good at trivia, if you're good at researching things on the internet.
Really fast?
Really fast. There will be, when I put the questions together, there are some, there's different philosophies on the questions. Some of them are easy ones that people are going to find an answer to pretty quick, but maybe there's something interesting about it, an interesting fact or something. Sometimes I sit and just research different topics and write questions. Sometimes something in my day comes up. Hey, that'd be a good trivia question. So there are some that are simple ones that I try to make interesting, and then there are some harder questions that you might not get or might take a bit of research. One question from last year's contest: what is Peter Gibbons' social security number? Oh boy, first you have to figure out who Peter Gibbons is. So
right.
He's a character in the movie Office Space. So now you've got that figured out. Well, how am I going to figure out a social security number? Try Googling it. It wouldn't come up. There's one frame in the movie where his job application's up on the screen. Someone's holding it, and there's a social security number on it. So I've got some handful of really tricky ones on that spectrum tossed into the contest too. So it's a range. There's some really easy ones that are interesting, some hard ones that I try to put together to stump the teams, and everything in between.
Okay, so I'm not very good at trivia and that kind of stuff, and
that's why you have a team with some people that are good.
Oh, phew! And everybody knows that I'm not real fast at researching stuff on the internet. So now I have one of those questions. I have to find out what Gibbons' social security number is, and then I can win the whole contest.
Nope, you get points for answering that question correctly, and we tally those points. Past years we've had prize packs for the top 3 teams. And some of those teams get really competitive. It's all in good fun. They're having fun with it, but some of those want to have that top. They just want to brag. Some of them don't really care about the prizes. They just want to brag that they're the top team. But
right.
You don't have to be in the top 3 to get prizes. We hold some prizes aside, and we just, whoever's helping answer phones, we dream up some team challenges during it. We had one last year. Call in and leave a voicemail with your best. I think it was Ben Affleck impression or something like that last year. So then we played. Everyone that was here helping out at the time, we played those back, and we kind of go, hey, that's the best one. We'll get the prize to that team. And then we play them all back on there and have some fun with it.
So what kind of prizes are there?
We've had, we've reached out to local businesses in the area that are supporters of the contest. They donate some sort of prize for it. We give them on-air sponsorship message in exchange for that. So we make sure people participating in the contest know which businesses are supporting this. But we've had anything from preseason Green Bay football tickets as a top prize. We've had gift certificates to some restaurants, little gift baskets, just whatever the business is willing to donate that kind of shows off what they do.
So these are good prizes. So get that team of trivia players
A
together.
lot of food certificates for different restaurants seems to be a common one that we get. We've had some music CDs from local bands. So it's just a range of stuff, and we just try to put something together where the team gets the prizes and they can kind of divvy it up between each other.
Sure, and they're good prizes.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff in there.
It's something.
As I'm putting it together, hey, that's a kind of a neat food certificate.
Right.
There it goes in that gift basket for that team. But
right. So when is this?
It's Saturday, February 17th.
Okay.
Starts at 10 a.m., goes till 10 p.m. It's a 12-hour contest. And the past 2 years, the teams had to participate for all 12 hours. Mm-hmm. They could come and go. If they need to take an hour off and couldn't do it, that's fine. They just didn't get points for the questions they didn't get correct. Some of the feedback we got, some people feel 12 hours is too long, so we're actually going to do, you can sign up to do the whole 12 hours, or we're going to do 2 sub-contests with it. So you could do the first 6 hours or the second 6-hour period, and we'll have prizes for each of those as well. So if you go, boy, I got some commitments that evening, but I'll play from 10 till 4 in the afternoon, or vice versa. Hey, I'm busy during the day, but this might be neat to do at night. We're going to try that out this year and see if that gets some more teams participating. No cost to register. Do need to register by February 15th, 16th, maybe at the latest in the morning, and that's triviaradio.com. All the details are there, registration's there. It's just a simple form to fill out. We get that, and I'll get in touch with you a day or two before the contest. Here's the phone number to call in with your answers. Here's your team ID number, and it's fun. We have a lot of fun down here answering the phones, interacting with the callers, having some fun on the air to make it exciting. It's just a nice middle of winter activity, just to hang out somewhere and just get together with some people.
Well, with your friends. And between now and then, we can all get out that dusty Trivial Pursuit game and see if we can get our minds sharp.
I don't know. A lot of the questions might not be found in there.
Well, no, they might not be, but something to get us thinking along those lines or researching quickly. So
watching a TV show the other night and found a really good question for this year's contest. I'm excited about that one, but I can't say what it is.
And I know you guys had a lot of fun last year, and I know a couple of the people that played last year just had a blast too.
It's fun to do, and it's fun when the teams call in and are excited. And we try to do the best we do. We usually have a couple questions that someone calls in, hey, we found another answer, hey, you're a little off, and we just, oh, sorry, toss out. We do the best we can, and the teams have all been good sports about that when there's a discrepancy too.
So you've got where you need to keep in touch with, and it's 4 different radio stations going in on it this year.
Yeah, so it's on Waupaca Radio, FM 96.3, and that covers Waupaca, Waupaca, kind of this area. It's heard on 99.1 WAUP. That also covers Waupaca. It gets out toward the chain of lakes out in that area. It's on 105.1, and that covers most of Waupaca County. And for our second year of the contest last year, we added another radio station, 106.9 WPAK. And they cover Waupaca County. They get all the way up to Antigo. They skirt over towards Stevens Point, Wausau. They get out toward Appleton. So the contest, Waupaca County to Antigo, Stevens Point to Appleton, 4 places you can find it, and just listen on which station you can pick up the best at your house.
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks for all the information.
Yeah,
we'll look forward to it. Josh Warner, always a pleasure to talk with you, behind the camera and in front of the camera. So get all your friends together, get everything planned, start practicing Saturday, February 17th. Pac-Shara Pursuit. That is it for this episode of What's Happening Waupaca. Thank you for joining us. My name is Joni, and we'll see you next time.